This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so in previous session, we have gone through the process of appropriation request. Okay, we have seen how we can create a appropriation request and how we can create a multiple variant to plan our cost of proposal. And then with the help of appropriation user status and system status, how we can proceed with the approval of appropriation request. Okay, so the entire process we have seen. Okay, and in today's session, I'll cover when we are transferring the appropriation request to Mazer. Okay, so we can transfer it to PS project or we can transfer it to internal order. So in this session, I'll explain some basics of PS project structure. Okay, because when we are transferring from appropriation request to PS, we are transferring only first level of WBS element, and apart from that, project definition is also being transferred. Okay, so I'll let you know how you can extend your project structure in project builder in PS, and then we will go for to understand the planning in investment program. Okay, then we will cover the appropriation request configuration, KDS, whatever the what is the appropriation request type. Okay, how we can create in the configuration, the status profile, how we can create a status profile, because we have already understood the status profile creation, but when we are creating for appropriation request, what is the object type to which it has to be assigned, and practically when we are going to create appropriation request for any proposal, what are the steps we can keep it in that process. So I'll explain all these things today. So first of all, when we are transferring the appropriation request to PS, okay, I'll cover that part because it's just continuation of the same process. So this is your appropriation request, and when you are transferring it to PS project, okay, that time what will be transferred here is in PS. Let's say it's your appropriation request AR, and in PS the project definition will be transferred and first level of WBS element. So I'm taking very simple scenario. We can have some different scenario also. So if you have any question specific to the different scenario also, we can discuss later on once we will finish this process. Okay, so here we are transferring the project definition, and along with that the WBS element, first level of WBS element. Okay, and when we are transferring from appropriation request to PS project, we are having option to transfer the cost which we have planned in variant. So the variant which is approved in appropriation request, that value will be transferred to my PS project. So we can see in CJ40 what is the cost has been transferred, and here you need to align the profile in the AR appropriation request side and PS project side, so that the year to year will transfer and overall to overall values will be transferred. We will cover it later on once we will understand the program type planning, so that you will understand for the year wise or overall what is the concept and how we can proceed with that. So it means we are transferring here cost also. Okay, so let us see in PS how we can see the project which is created, which is transferred from appropriation request. Okay, so I'll show you in the system. Come to the system. So go to the project system. Here go to the SAP menu, accountings, project system. Okay, here in project you can see the CJ20N. So CJ20N project builder is the transaction where you can create a project, you can create all the project structure object, means project definition, WBS element, network, activities, milestone, documents, everything. So I'll just give you the overview of this transaction. And apart from that, you can process your all the object within the same transaction in CJ20N. Okay. So when we are going through of this transaction, okay, basically it's a combination of multiple transaction. So if you want to go to create a project definition as an individual transaction, CJ01 we can use, CJ0 is to CJ02 for change, and CJ03 is for display. But here in CJ20N, the same transaction can be used for all purpose. Okay. So in my previous session, we have transferred this project, required more power in area 1. Okay, this was the project G29.4021. So if you click here, this is the project builder transaction. So here is the project structure you will get. Okay, and here in this area you will see work list and template. Okay, so work list, whatever your processed project, okay, you can see here. It is your choice how many projects you want to keep. Maximum you can keep here 20 projects. Okay, and apart from that, in this area templates, you can keep some templates so that later on whenever you need, you can copy that template into your operative objects. Okay, and when you will click here in right side, you will see the detail of that object. So this is a project definition, and here you can see the detail of project. Okay, here this is the project definition, topmost node you can say. Okay, which is basically providing umbrella to all the object which is going to be created within it. Okay, so whatever the settings we are having for the project definition, it will control the different functions of all the object which we are going to create within it. Okay, so here this is the project definition. This is a unique code in the system. How we are designing this code, we can plan, we can define some logic for it. Okay, this is a description of project. Here these are the tabs available: basic data, control, administration, long text, and collected PR. Basic data, here you can see the system status and user status. As I explained in my previous sessions also, almost all the objects are having user status and system status to process the object. Person responsible, you can see here applicant number, who is applying for the project, start date and end date. Okay, a factory calendar, time units, fiscal year start date, finish date. Okay, here you will see organization data. Okay, we will go in very detail once we'll start the PS. Okay, as of now we are in the IM. I am just explaining to familiarize with the structure so that you will understand what transaction I'm going to execute further. Okay, so here the controlling area is 2000, company code is 3000, business area 7000, plant we are not using in this structure, location, function area, all these object has to be available here. Go to control. In control, you will see all the profiles which are involved here to control different processes. So here budget profile to control the budget, planning profile to control the plan, interest profile to calculate the interest, investment profile to calculate the investment, and to create a AUC, asset under construction. So different profiles are being used for different purpose, and all these profiles has been assigned to project profile. Administration, who has created this object and who has changed on which date, you can see all this detail here. Long text, you can enter the project long text. So here I have entered only required more power in area 1 from year 2020, but here you can enter all the purpose why you are executing this project. So this is a detail. Collect PR, we will let you know what exactly the meaning of grouping indicator. This is the first level of WBS element. WBS element means work breakdown structure. Primarily, if you understand the WBS, you are structurizing, you are creating a structure to divide your task in a small task. Okay, so your major task, your main motive to execute this project, whatever the task activity you need to execute to complete this project, it has to be keep it here in the structure. Okay, so here what we can do, we can create this complete structure manually, or if you have already any template, means that the project which you have created as a template as a standard project, or the project which you have executed in your past, you can copy the structure here in this project. Okay, or you can create it manually, it's your choice. So if you are going to create it manually, you go to, you click here right side, sorry, you right click here, go to create and create WBS element. So as of now, we are going with simple structure to understand it. Network activities, the document, how you can attach milestone and all, we will go once we'll start the PS project system. Okay, so here you can create a WBS manually, or you can include complete structure from your existing standard project or operative project. Standard projects are those projects which you have created dedicatedly only for copying purpose, like template projects. And operative projects are those projects which you have executed. Operative means which you are executing for your business. Okay, so it means that these are the true projects which you are executing in your organization. So when I'm going to create a structure, copy structure, go to include, go to WBS element. So in this system, I am having already one project, G29.4020, for which already structure has been created. I will copy the entire structure from that project to here. So here, first you need to see here operative WBS element, here is standard WBS element. So I'm copying from the operative project, not from standard project. So here operative project, and here with the root and without root means the project definition you are not including. Okay, the first level WBS element you are not including. I need to only copy the remaining objects. So that root objects already I am having here, root WBS element. So I'll select without root. Let me enter here WBS element G29.40 and 20. Again, I'm saying the same practice, same process you will see in the PS also. So if you are skipping anything, you can park. Later on, you can ask it. So here you will see the with activities, without activities, with WBS document. So these are the options you can copy from your existing project. Okay, you can copy with the version wise also, but as of now, I am going with the operative project straight away. Okay, so you click here WBS element overview. You will see the all WBS which are available in project G29.4020. Here we need to replace it. So this number 4020 will be replaced with my number 4021. Let me see it. Is it working or not? Yes, it should work. Replace. Now everywhere you can see my 4021 is there. Then check if any issue is there or not. Key and hierarchy were checked, no error, include. So this entire structure is copied into my project. It's very simple. So if you are providing this solution to your business, and if they are like they don't want to go for creation of all these objects manually, you can provide this option to copy entire structure in this way. Okay.
Rama, I have one doubt here.
Yeah.
What is the difference between operative and standard WBS?
I'll come back.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah. See here in project system. 1 second. You will again go through the same object in PS also, but I'll let you know. See, when you are creating the operative project means your true project, which you are going to use in your real-time business. It's not only template project, means you are not keeping as a template structure in your system, right? It is already executed project or it is ongoing project. So we used to call it as an operative project. Okay, that is an operative project. Okay, and some project you can keep as a template project, which will not be available in your project builder in CJ20, and that there is a separate transaction for it. That is a standard project we used to call it, and CJ91 is the transaction to create, CJ92 to change, and CJ93 to display. This is a transaction, and this is standard project we used to call it as a template project. Okay, so when we are creating, so this standard project is not being used anywhere in your true business. It is a dedicatedly only created for template purpose. Means when you are going to create a new project, copy it. That's it. It's only the use of standard project. But operative project, which is already used. So let's say if you are going to create a new operative project, means you want to create a new true project. So you are having a choice. You can copy from your standard project, which you have kept it as a template only, or you can copy from your operative project, okay, which you have executed exactly. Okay, so in my example, power station, the construction of power station 1, if I have created in my next project construction of power station 2, I can copy the complete structure of power station 1 because it's very near to my new project. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear, Raman.
So how you can create a standard project and all, I'll explain later in the PS. Okay, that is a separate part. Now I'm coming back here in the transaction. Okay, you can navigate this project again from the same place. Okay, so here you can see I'm having 4 WBS element: design, execution, commissioning, and handing over. Within design, I'm having design consultancy. Within execution, I'm having foundation work, civil work, and for commissioning, I'm having electrical, mechanical, and INC. And handing over, when I'm handing over this power station, office building I'm handing over, and plant, complete plant factory where all the machines and everything is available. Okay. So now let us see. If you have any question from this area, please let me know because I need to go for the next topic of IM planning.
That standard project and operation project, first time one division is coming, that time I can create one standard template. So every time operation project is coming, I will copy that.
See, it is your choice. It's when you are going you can keep a multiple template project and system. Okay, and whatever is your suitable project, you can copy at the time of creation. Okay.
Okay.
We can create one is like what, as you said, cost project. One is like investment project
Correct.
tab,
Correct.
and one is like overhead or
Right. So in this same example, a standard project, you can create a different type of project. Let's say if you are having a project for let's say station power substation. Okay, so I'm saying 133 kV substation. One template I have created. Okay, and in India we are having 33 kV also. Let's say 33 kV station substation. That is another template, and 220. I'm having another substation. So all these substation will have the different activities, different electrical mechanical work, different relationship of all the activities, approval, document, and milestone required for this project. So I'm keeping ready to to reduce my work of entering the data again and again. So I can keep it a ready template. And whenever I'm going to create this operative project, I need to copy my best suitable template. Clear?
Rama, that copy, once I created CJ91, after that, how to utilize in CJ20N, just to referring that?
Okay, actually, I was thinking to park it to keep it in PS, but just quickly I'll let you know how you can do that. Okay. So
Yeah.
here you come back, go to basic data templates. Can you mute, please? Standard
Yeah.
WBS. Okay, here you go to CJ91. You go to create standard project definition. I'm let's say G29.5000. This is my investment project and project definition. I'm copying from it. Let me see this if it will be okay. Okay, so here I'm saying it's a 33 kV. So I have copied this template project from operative project. You can copy anything, okay, from operative to template or template to operative. So here look into WBS element. These are the all WBS element. Replace, include, okay, save. So this is the one project which I have created. I'll copy the same project again in my new project. So this is my new project. Okay, let's say I'm copying from standard project, which I have just created now. So here there's a template reference G29.5001. Okay, what is that? Already standard project. Okay, it should be 0. Standard project. Okay, come back here. I'll say it's a 133 kV. 133 kV. Copy, replace, include. So now I'm having two projects. Okay, one is for 33, another is for 133. Let's say if you want to create a new operative project, so you need to come in CJ20N. Okay, I'll tell you from the scratch. You come here, go to project. So here, first of all, we need to find out the code. Okay, not from here, sorry. You come here, go to copy project. Here we need to find out the code, available code. So come here, you enter the start value G29.400. That is my start value. Okay, code defined for the project. You click here. This is my available number. You select this, and now you need to understand this project you are creating for 33 kV substation. I'm saying it's for, let's say, area Delhi. And here, when you are selecting the template, you are getting the project definition and standard project definition. So project definition is for operative project definition, and standard project definition is the template project which we have created just now in CJ91. So I need to see my available template here. You click here, it will give you the list. These are the available template projects in the system, and we have created just now these two projects, 133 and 33 kV substation. So let's say I just want to copy 33 kV substation. You click here, select it, and now these are the options which you need to select to include different objects. So here activity is there, component is there, PS text, document, relationship, milestone. I'm copying everything. Okay, you click here. Standard WBS has not been released. It's information message, you can ignore it. Enter a finish date, otherwise today's date will be used. So system is asking you enter finish date, start date and finish date, otherwise today's date will be considered as finish date. So it's information message. You can change it these dates later on. You click here. Okay, now it's the same screen. So here the code is 5000, but we need to replace with 4019. Okay, so you click on replace. It is just like how you used to do in Excel. So if you are having one code, if you want to replace, you need to select all and you go to find, enter your replace number, and then you replace all. So same activity we are doing here. Click on replace. So now number is changed as your new number. Go to include. Okay, or before that, if you want to see any error, you click on check. Key and hierarchy were locked, checked, no error. Okay, go to include. Okay, this is your new project which has been created. Okay, save it. So this project you have created from the template. Okay, so here in PS, if you see overall, we are having three things. Okay, what is that? Create or copy. You can create manually. First thing, create manually. Second, copy from template. Third, copy from operative project. I should say copy from standard project, so it will be more clear. And include your object. Okay, so these are the four ways by which you can create, include project structure. Okay, so include I have shown here. I have explained this standard how you can do that, and create manual. Let's say if you want to create any object manually here, if you want to extend this structure, so you come here. Let's say you want to create some more WBS and handing over. So you come here and you right click here wherever you want to create within it. Go to create, go to WBS element. So here system will pick automatically the code based on the settings which we are having in the system. So here handing over, it's plant one. I will say handing over of 133 kV substation, or I should say the plan 2. So this is the way how you can create. Okay, save. So we'll come back here to explain all, because in PS most of the 80% you have to use the same transaction for all the activities. Okay. I hope it is clear, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So let me come back here to explain the next topic here. See, we have gone through the process of the program, how we can create a program definition. So I'm going with the same way. Let's say it's the utility company. Okay, and this company having first level of position, then we are having here power generation. Okay, and actually I'm taking this example. If you want to correlate with any other example, like I can follow the same. It's a transmission, power transmission, and third is maintenance. So these are the positions. And this program which you have created is for 2020, and you can collect all the proposal in the form of appropriation request. Okay, that is the one way. Or you can consider all the proposal outside of the system, and then you can plan the cost value. Okay, so let's say you are having your board meeting, and you have decided based on the different departments, different divisions requirement, you have decided to do the investment or the expenses of this 2020 for a certain period, let's say 20, 21, 22, 23. You are creating this program in 2020, you are approving it in 2020, but the same program, the project which have been included in this program can go for multiple years. Please don't think that this amount only we are going to use in 2020. Okay, so it may go till 2022, 23 as per the nature of the project. So just consider my management had decided to plan some values here. Let's say in power generation, I'll do the 5 million. Let's say I'll keep simple 20,000. Okay. And in power transmission, I'll go for 30,000. And in maintenance, I'll go for 10,000. So as I said earlier, that you can go in the two ways. You can plan cost directly here, the plan values, and then you can decide your budget and then you can distribute it. That is a one way. Or you can get your all the roll-up values based on the appropriation request, which I have explained earlier. Okay, so I have explained how you can create a proposals in the form of appropriation request when any new project is coming. So I'm saying it is a proposal. Okay, or AR, appropriation request. Now I'm explaining here, if you are not taking proposal from your end user, from the department which is going to use the fund, you can directly plan the values here in the program positions, and then you can define your budget. So in my example, let's say my different department is saying that I'll here power generation, if they require 20,000, power station 30,000, power transmission and maintenance is 10,000. So total fund is 60,000. So here at a top level position, I'm saying it's a overall 60,000 is required. Then I send this request to my management, and management is saying that whatever you have proposed, it's okay, but my market is very tight. Let us go with the 10% of less values, whatever you have proposed. So what they are saying, what they are approving, that we will go only, we are going to cut 10% from the all, or they may go separately, let's say 35,000 here, and then they want to distribute the values accordingly. Okay, so I'm taking the scenario when they're saying straight away, let us reduce 10,000, sorry, let us keep 90% only whatever you have proposed, and 10% you have to keep it as a like adjustment. Okay, I'm not going to approve that 10%.
So
Okay.
one question here, please. I
Yeah.
think you made the proposal for one level below the power generation. That's project
Yes.
department.
Yes.
Because appropriation request is done for the lowest level, huh? You can't do
Yes.
it for okay.
Yes. So proposal on last level, that was the another scenario when I'm submitting the proposal, but in some of cases I don't have proposal. I'm saying that as per I'm keeping all proposals, all the everything outside of the system. Excel work, I'm having all the requirement and I'm saying yes, 20,000 power station. I need power generation for this fund, right? So I am not planning in the system because maybe it is not possible to go for the process. So in that case, you are keeping 20,000 days, 30,000 power transmission maintenance. Then you are sending it to your management, and management is saying better to approve only 90% of your total proposed. So the value which you have proposed for approval, that is your plan values. Okay, but the values which has been approved, we used to call it as a budget values. So that is the difference. Okay, when we are saying, the question comes, what is the difference between plan and budget? That is a major changes. Plan values are proposed values and budget values are approved values. Okay, so everywhere in system we are having control on approved budget, approved values, not plan values. So here the budget, whatever values has been approved, that will be called as a budget, and my control will happen on the same values. So if I'm saying here, let's say this 60,000, and when I'm saying I'll approve only 90% whatever you have proposed, so it means it will become 54,000. Okay, and it will become let's say, so here this is your plan values, and when you're approving, that will become a budget values. And same concept, same thing will be applicable for all the head. So we will see how we can plan the values and then how we can approve the values, budget. Okay, then we'll see how the process has to be taken. So it means, let's say if proposal is not here and I'm seeing the budget here. So 90% of 20,000, my budget will become here 18,000. So it means whatever the project I'm going to assign with the power generation, let's say I'm having 3 projects. Project 1, in future I'm saying, please. Okay, let's say I'm having project 1, project 2, project 3 likewise. So I have total budget 18,000 in my hand to distribute in all these projects. I cannot go more than that. If I need to go more than that, then I need to ask for budget supplement. So again, that is another process of approval. I need to ask to my management that I need some more budget in this particular head. So that is a separate process. So we'll see this how we can manage all these values in my system. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so coming back to the system, now go to the investment management. Okay, come here in investment management. Okay, we can see the complete structure here in the master data investment program structure in IM23. You can display the structure. So this was the structure for us. Power generation, we are having 2 department, project department, operation department. Okay, so when we are going to plan the values, come here in program planning. Okay, so this is the transaction IM35. You double click here. Okay, you need to enter investment program here. Position ID, it's your top level position ID. Approval here, to hierarchy. Here you can enter the hierarchy till where you want to open the structure, right? Let's say if you are having a big hierarchy where you are having 10 level, 20 levels, you just want to restrict or you just want to see the levels till some certain level. So in that case, you can enter it. Version, you can plan your values in a different version. Let's say it's your rough version. You don't want to make it as available for everybody for analysis, like how you used to do in your daily business. You are creating some Excel and planning some values and then you are keeping with you, then again modifying in another copy, then doing some changes, then again is doing some changes, then only sending it to your manager. So similarly, same thing you can follow in the system. You can have multiple versions and your version, operative version is 0 version. Means if you are keeping in the 0 version, it means it is your usable values you are going to use in your process. So here with path, if you are selecting, it will open the complete structure. Yeah, this is the transaction. I have already planned some values here because I was testing one scenario. Okay, so no problem. I'll explain, I'll show you how you can add the values here. Okay, these are the level it is showing here. Okay, and here you can see the period. So you can plan the values overall, or you can have the values along with the years. So let's say if I'm going to do the construction of my power station, the total plan values is 60,000. Okay, and sorry, I should say this here an example. Okay, here let's say this is my project, and for this project I'm thinking, let's say the power station, I am having some of these values 20,000 here. Okay, I need to plan it here in my position. So this 20,000 I'm planning for some years, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, which I'm going to use, or it is overall, means I don't want to restrict with any year, means I can use in any year. Okay, so for example, if I'm saying here 20,000, okay, so 20,000, if I'm saying in year, I can say I'm going to execute the projects within this appropriate the position for coming 3 years. So in first years I'll spend 10,000, in next year I'll spend 5,000, and next year I'll spend 5,000. So 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20,000. That is the one way. So my values will be restricted in that year, so that system will not allow to use the values which I'm going to plan it here in my budget or values, right? So I need to think on that. And another method, I can say I'm not going to restrict myself for a years. I may require this entire 18,000 in a same year, 2020. Okay, so I don't want to restrict it. There is another method. Third method, I can have period, years along with your overall values. For example, I'm saying in this year I'll ask 10,000, I'll ask 4,000 next year, and third year I'll ask 4,000. So remaining 20,000 give me the flexibility to use in any year. So I can keep that 20,000 in overall. So my year addition will become 10 plus 4 plus 4, 18. However, my total overall will become, the values will be 20. Sorry, the values will be 2,000, but overall will become 20,000, whatever is accumulated from the year.
Could you explain the columns, please? Distributable, planned, carry forward.
Yeah, I'll explain that. I'll explain. See, so here what I'm saying, just understand year-wise first, because it's this concept is a little difficult, because same process you have to go through in the PS also. Okay, PS planning and budgeting. Okay, so here when I'm selecting overall, these values you can see overall. When I'm selecting year-wise, let's say in 2020, so these are my 2020 value. I should say in 21, what is my fund? Go to 21. I don't have anything. Okay, so let us plan some values. I'll come to explain this, what is distributed, distributable, and all. Let us see. So let's say in 2021, I am going to plan the values here. 1 second. So this is my last level here, project department and operative department. Okay, I'm saying here in 2021, I'll spend only 10,000 here. Okay, and in OPEX, I'll go with the same way how we are looking here. 10,000, I'll go with 5,000. Let's say it's a 5,000. So total in 21, I'm going with 15,000. So I need to total up. My overall values can be the total of subordinate values, means it can be equal of total of subordinate values or more than that. It cannot be less. So here it will be my 15,000. So go to edit, go to total. Annual values 2020 to 2025, you select both the options. So here you can see 15,000, you can see 15,000. Okay. Now let us see in 2020 what values I am having. Go to 2020. These values already I'm having 300,000 in capital, project department, and 500,000 in operation department. Okay, then it is giving me total 800,000. So year wise 2020 and plus 21, the total will become my overall. So if you select overall, it is still showing me 800,000 because as I did not perform the transaction. So what I need to do, select all, go to edit, go to copy view, click on cumulative, means year wise I am accumulating the values. Okay, percentage 100% I am selecting here. So now you can see my values has been changed. 800,000 is from 2020 and 15,000 is from 21. So total is my 815,000 overall values. So if you see here, if you want to see any error, you click here on check. So no error, I think. Yeah, check complete, no errors detected. Now let us understand this. What is the meaning of distributable? Whatever the values you are planning here, okay, it will be distributed. Okay, it will be distributable. So in distributable, you will see whatever you have planned. And here it is a distributed, means this value is the same value which you have planning here. It will be going to distribute in your distributable. Okay. And these are the planned total, year-wise planned total values. For this particular head, year-wise planned total, it's 310,000. 10,000 you kept it in 2021 and 300,000 you kept it in 2020. So total planned total for this particular head is 310,000. And it is a cumulative values. If it is not cumulative, let's say if you are planning only in 1 year, then you will not get the cumulative values. Okay, remainder, if it is less, then it is a remainder. Carry forward means if you are carrying from your previous year to this year, then it will show the values here. So the remainder and carry forward, I'll explain in the PS because it is the same options there, and it is more practical to understand also because it's just only appropriation request. So we'll not have the budget exhaustion or and all these things here. Okay, so this thing is clear. What is the distributable planned total cumulative?
The option above annual overview, what is it?
It will show you the annual overview here. Okay, so once you will click here, 2020 it is showing 300,000 for this object. What is their object? Project department. This is your position ID for this. In 2020 you are having 300,000 and 21 you are having 10,000. So it is showing you annual overview.
So it's easier to plan with this screen because I have all the years, no problem with summing up and those procedures. I can start planning with this screen. It's better, no? I have all the years. I just put the values here.
It's better, but actually here we don't. You have to again go to do the total up and all because otherwise you have to plan the you calculate the values put into manual here in the overall.
Okay.
Okay. So now we can save it. Okay. So when we are saving it, 1 second, one more thing here. Okay. Okay. So here actually we are having object level planning, but in PS if you see you can do the cost element planning also. Means when I'm saying the project department, I'm saying directly here, let's say in 2021 or 20, I'm spending here, I'm planning 300,000, but I'm not going the detail in which head I'm going to plan these values. So in PS we are having next level of planning, which we used to call it the cost element planning, where we can plan head wise. Let's say in accommodation, I'll spend this one for material. I'll spend this one for consultancy. This much is the amount. Stationery, this much of the amount. So I can keep as per the nature of the work. Okay, how we are keeping the cost element in control. Clear? Okay.
Ram, can you explain that cost planning, or do you say cost element planning?
See, cost element, anyway, I'll explain in further, but I'll show you here what exactly you can do. See, when I'm planning here, in power generation, okay, in my example, what I'm having actually, when I'm planning the values, I'm planning for overall and year wise, okay. So here, I'm not giving you any option to select the nature, the work which exactly you are going to use. So here, let's say I'm saying project department capital. So for this this position, I'm saying 300,000 in 2020. Okay, but I'm not giving this 300,000 in which head I'm going to spend, right? Let's say I'm going to spend in acquisition of land, or entire amount in the consultancy, or entire amount in the material, or in the production, or in the service required. Nothing, right? It's overall I'm saying here. But in PS project, we can do the planning at elementary level also. I'll come to that point. Okay, just understand this one first. Okay, so here we have done the planning, and now we can see these planning values in the report. It's very important, whatever you are doing here, you do the practice, okay, and you see the report also. Okay, when you want to see the report, always look into the information system here in the standard system, and go to the investment management report, program summarization database, current data, appropriation request, project information, internal order, all these reports you can see here. Program current data, you click here, you will see the plan values here. Okay, overall plan, annual plan and program, you can see in this report. We are executing this report first time, so it will take little more time to execute. Okay. So here, this is the investment program position. You can enter approval year, report currency, in which currency you want to see, fiscal year 2020 plan version. You want to see the graphical report or classical drill down. Let us see the classical drill down here. Go to classical drill down. See here. Okay, here you can see the total values. In total is this one, 2020 I'm 300,000, in 2021 it's a 10,000. So here you can see if it is a carry forward plan, balance forward, you can see in this area. Okay, and if you want to see in the graphical, you exit from the report, you see in graphical, it will be in another way. Here you can see in detail, this is a graphical. So classical drill down is more interactive there. Okay, here you can see 310,000, 300,000 in 2020 and 10,000 2021. So you navigate all the reports because it's required to understand a few more things here in the system. Okay, now coming back to the next transaction. So it is the proposed value, it is the plan value. Okay, now we are sending this detail to my management. Okay, and I'm asking them, please do the approval of my planning values. So when we are going to approve, we have to go in the budgeting. Okay, so budgeting, basically you can copy your existing plan values into your budget, or you can plan your budget values separately manually. So this is the transaction here, IM 32. Okay, you double click here, enter investment program, position ID, approval year with path, currency. If you want to segregate, that is fine. You come here. So already I have planned the value, but delta still is there, which I have planned in 2021. Okay, so let us see the values which we have planned. I just want to approve it for 2021. You come here. So plan total is 15,000 here. It is showing. It is from the transaction which I have executed just now. Okay, so it is a 2021, and previous it is showing 80,000. It is for 2020. Okay, and cumulative, it is showing the total values here, cumulative. as per this situation. So that's why it is showing cumulative. Now what we can do, you select all, okay, go to edit, copy view. So I want to copy my plan total, means the values which has been proposed. So I am selecting plan total here. And as per my concept, I'm saying here 90% of total proposed value I'm going to approve. So percentage, 100% is given here. So I'm saying 90% I'm going to copy. Overwrite, you can overwrite, or you can add in the existing values. So I am overwriting it. So here you can see 9,000, it's 90% of it 10,000, and 4,500 is 90% of 5,000. It is copied here. Okay. Total is also copied as per your percentage selected here. So this is for 2021. Now you need to see for 2020 also. You come in 2020, you select here, go to edit, go to copy view, plan total. So in each years you have to do the same exercise, overwrite. So I have reduced this amount now. Okay. Now come into overall. Finally, we have to come in the overall and select is here. Go to edit, go to copy view, cumulative. I need cumulative values now. 100%, yes, because 90% already we have done. Here I am going for 100% of total cumulative values. So it is a total cumulative values here in overall. Go to, yeah, so check complete, no error detected. I can save it. So this is my total budget values. Here, if you see the detail, it is similarly how we have seen in my plan values. Okay, so as per my concept, I'm here now. We have planned the values, okay, proposed values, and my budget has been approved. So I'm saying here in this particular year in 2020, for this position project department, I can give you only 270,000, not more than that. Okay, if you want to have more amount, you have to go for the supplement. Okay, so it means whatever the project is going to be executed within it, we have to distribute the fund in these projects.
But can I get it? Suppose example this 2020, my plan is 300,000, but the budget is allocated 270. Can I get it a single report, or how do you see that? What is my plan value? What is my budget value?
Okay, so you want to see my plan and budget in one report, right? Right, proposed plan and budget. Okay,
Right.
it's a different report. You cannot see in the same, but let me see still. Okay, if I can have some reports here. Plan values, budget values, I can see here. 1 second, budget values, budget from programs. Okay, plan budget comparison and program distribution of overall. It's a total. Okay, USD graphical, I need to see this. This is a plan and this is a budget. You can see here. This is a comparison report, plan and budget.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, in PS, I think it's a different. Okay, so here, come back now. We need to understand, let's say, whatever the project you are doing, okay, this has to be assigned into your in a position. Okay, so means this project which you are seeing here, this project 1 and project 2. So this project has to be assigned to this position, right? Because my overall budget is available in last position, and we need to distribute that budget here to this project. Okay, so we are having two ways. If it is through appropriation request automatically will be here, and the budget will be passed from appropriation request to your PS project. Let it keep it simple, because sometimes it's confusing. I am going to assign some PS project directly to the position, and then we will distribute the budget. So to plan, to assign the project, sorry, you go to the IM 22. 1 second, please. Okay, enter here program. Okay, everything is okay. So here, let's say I'm going to execute this project here in project department. Double click here, go to assignment, WBS element. So first level of project you are going to assign. So we have created one more project there. I'm going to assign that one here, 21. Assignment is not possible since appropriation request is already assigned. That is assigned through appropriation request. So I'll select another one here. Let's say it's a 19. Sorry, 29 is not available. Sorry. So I have assigned this project. Go to check. Now it means this project is copy and save. Assignment changed. Okay, save. You come back here, save. You can see this is structure available in some reports. Okay. Now let us see how you can distribute the budget. Okay, so there is a separate transaction to distribute the budget. Go to the investment management, go to the program, go to budgeting. In budgeting, go to budget distribution. Okay, that is very important because if you are going for certification, at least one question you will get from this area, distribution of budget. Okay, and in some interviews also you may face the same question, how we can distribute it. So IM 52, this is the transaction. Double click here. Investment program, this is a program, this is a position ID, approval year. Select current year measure or select carried forward measure. I'm selecting current year measures. Process transaction, original or supplement or returns, how you are distributing it as a return or as a supplement or as a original budget. So I am going with the original budget. You select the checkbox here, whether it is appropriation request or WBS element or order. You execute from here. It will take you to this transaction. Okay, now you see here, we were there till third level. Means till third level it is an appropriation request. Sorry, position, program position, and after that this is a appropriation request or project. Okay, so you need to understand in which year how much you are going to distribute the budget. So I'm taking this example. Required power, I think I have taken the same description of all the project. I'm not able to identify it. Okay, so how I can distribute, let's say in this project in 2020, I'll go in 2020. I can see here in 2020 I'm having total fund in third level 270,000. Here it is a 450,000. So I can distribute it. Let's say it's a 10,000 I'm distributing here, and 5,000 here, and 8,000 here. That's it. Okay. So here no need to do accumulate and all because it will be automatically accumulated. Okay. Now you can see here. Yes, overall we have to do. Sorry. Go to overall. Okay, and go to edit, copy view, cumulative. 100%. You will see the values. See here. Availability control cannot be activated for hierarchical project. No problem. We will see this issue later. Okay, save it. So it means this is the budget which is going to be transferred to your PES project. Okay, let me save it. Yes. So this is the budget which we have transferred. Let us see in the project. There is a separate transaction to see in the project CJ30 where you can see the budget. Project is not belonging to controlling area 2000. 1 second. CJ20M. Okay, 19. 1000 is controlling area. CJ30. Change controlling area here. 1000. Okay. Function model call up error. Okay, exit. I'll go for CJ31. What is this? CG30. I'll see in the report. 1 second. Go to PS project. Go to financials. Go to budgetings. Original budget. Sorry, not here. Information system. Financials. Cost. Budget related. Okay, 558 report. I'll see. Classical drill down. I'll see this. I'll check this error. Okay, this is some function module error. I'll check it. Okay, so if you have any question from business perspective, please, and to understand the system flow, let me know.
How do you know?
I have one question, Rama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Why we create like project name and the first level WBS means the same naming convention? Why we create that?
So first level of WBS element, why we are keeping same as my project.
Same as
definition,
project
right?
name. Yes, yes, correct.
See, it is not hard and fast. It's depend on your nature of the project. But the benefit, the project definition is not a cost object. This is the only main reason. The project definition is not a cost object. If you want to see the accumulated cost, okay, you cannot see at project definition level directly. Okay, so for that you have to see the WBS. You have to define one parallel object with project definition so that you can have all the objects root at one place. That is the only reason. Otherwise, you can create a multiple WBS also. System will not stop you. That is a depend on your nature of your project.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, please. Any other question?
How do you know if it's a project it's through appropriation request or not, or directly inputted?
Okay, so here actually go to CJ20N. Okay, open the project. Let's see, this was the project. Go to edit, go to WBS element, go to investment program.
In the investment structure, is there anything that show me that the measure was inputted directly?
Yes, it is there. It will show there. Okay, let me check here. First, I'll show in the project. Go to status. Sorry, go to WBS element. Go to investment program. Go to investment program here. Okay, once you click here, it will assignment is not possible since appropriation request is already assigned. It is showing there. So here information is giving. Okay, I need to see that how you can see exactly investment program. Investment program assignment is not possible. Okay, but there in appropriation request already you are having, and in position side I'll check. I am 22. Okay, there you can see the appropriation request here. Okay, and you can see the WBS element here. Okay, so you can see that
by the name.
Yeah, some reports are also there. You can see that. Okay, and are you going through of the assignment which we have given last time?
Yes.
Okay, if you have any question, please, because we are distributing it to understand the scenarios. Okay, so you do the practice. If you are having any question, please in next session just let me know. I'll try to address, or we can just after next session I'll stop for one session. I'll just take the questions and we'll do whatever we have covered. We will see that. Okay. So thank you everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.